Please enter the current time. Very amazing. It's currently 11:39 for me. Hello everybody, my name is Max Winterfield, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. I fucking love this game. I love the original one a lot, although I never played it. And I bought this a couple days ago, actually. I think it was yesterday, or 2 days ago. Either way, hello. I'm a little bit late, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm a little bit mad that I'm a little bit late, but hey, it's fine. Hang on. Alright. Before we get started, can I just say something? Sure. Or you could type something, I guess. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously, they just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. This is how I know you care about the experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. Thank you, game. I'll let you get back to the video game now. Hope you have fun in this infinite sarcasm simulator. Yeah. But, I've played this, and a little bit. I haven't played too much.
This is the story.
I'm gonna skip that. Essentially, this is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley's co-workers are gone.
What could it mean?
Damn, that's crazy. That's exactly what I said.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, now you're interrupting me. Alright, so Stanley is gonna come to a set of 2 open doors, and he's gonna enter the one on the left.
He came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Yes, I'm aware. Don't stop repeating everything I've said.
There was not a single person here.
Stop interrupting me.
Feeling a wave of
disbelief.
Stanley decided to go
Yeah,
up
the
to
boss's
his
office.
private
Yeah, he
office.
walked
Stanley
upstairs.
walked
Yes.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, and then he's gonna go into the boss's bathroom. To be rich is a crime. To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to just have to pick one. I won't be staying for long for stream, but have fun. Your content's always top-notch. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, the mirror doesn't work. Anyways, we're gonna go, and then there's gonna be a keypad, and I'm not really gonna know the code, but he'll tell me the code.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Glasses are empty.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from
Nice
him?
briefcase.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
4,
And
2,
so
5, 8.
extra secret pin number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Very lovely. Very nice. Hello.
Stanley happened to
Also, we're just gonna get through the first ending real fast, just so that you guys see what the actual ending is.
into the newly opened passageway.
Very nice passageway. He goes down the elevator. That's a little bit creepy. And a little bit rickety. Kind of scary. Hopefully it doesn't just fucking collapse in on me.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It
Ooh.
was a stirring of
Emotion in his chest.
as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
What he
This
didn't know.
question would not go unanswered for long.
Yes, because I'm about to go into the mind control.
A large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And watch as I press this button, and literally everything on the building lights up.
An enormous room packed with television screens.
Wow!
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I mean, I do. I'm going. I'm on my way. A Wimble way.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each
Oh,
bore the
fired.
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The line
Where's number
was so
358?
reduced to
I got masturbates at his desk a lot. I need to see if he's fired.
one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
3-5. Why does 358 get to keep his job, bruh? 601 was fucking amazing. 601 was like my best friend. 358 constantly just do shit at its Deus. And I don't like it.
Mind control facility. It was too hard
What is this?
to believe it couldn't be true.
Oh,
Had
I see.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been... This is the story.
I feel like the narrator was just a bit quiet. I'm not gonna lie.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Can't
His
accept
own
this.
life in someone else's control? Never.
It's impossible.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
I just said it was
Had he
impossible.
truly spent
It's
his
not.
entire life utterly blind to the world?
Let me out. Let me out. Oh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I'm going to dismantle the controls once and for all. Wow. Let me just turn this shit off. Off. I've dismantled the controls by pressing a button. They really shouldn't do... They should fix that, probably. Actually, they shouldn't. Keep it like that. Black and dark.
Blackness
Yes.
and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Exactly. A little bit shit in my pants, too. It's not never over.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Outside, it's so
Freedom
bright.
was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? As
Clouds.
sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For
My
it was
eyes.
not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Grass.
Was all he needed to know.
House.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Do I have to? I refuse. I really don't want to. Can I go back? I can't go back. It doesn't let me. I guess I have to. I have to touch grass and immediately incinerate.
Stanley felt the cool
Am
breeze
I-
upon his skin.
I'm allergic.
Feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Thank you, narrator. Very nice. Very touching of you. Beat the game. I did it. I'm so happy. Wow. It's amazing. I'm gonna ping the Discord real fast. I need to ping the Discord. I'd like to view my channel and go to this. To view my and pause and copy the link and close the window and open the Discord for the love of fucking God. Channel notifications. Perfect. Hell yeah. I've done it. I
All
hope,
of his co-workers were gone.
Zach,
What could it mean?
that you get to experience
Stanley
at least a
decided to
little
go
bit
to
of
the
this
meeting
amazing
room.
game before
Perhaps
you
he had
fall
simply
asleep
missed a
completely.
memo.
Also, I just realized that was turned all the way up. Holy fuck, I'm so sorry for your ears. I don't know what that does, but I pressed it. Is there more? Is there more? Is there more awaiting input?
Stanley went around. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Maybe I just need to look a little bit harder. Maybe. Quite possibly. Stop telling me that the bitrate is set to 0. It's fine. Everything else says it's fine except notifications saying that it's not. I hate it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
No, I'm going to the
doors,
right, buddy.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I know.
And Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I do.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Actually, I'm not going to admire it.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Why would I do that? I don't want to go there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I mean, I'm bad at
Stanley,
following
I
your
think perhaps
directions.
We've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I
think
realize
you are.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I don't believe you.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Alright.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
Danger.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
I mean, this
Why,
sign.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
So
to
this
show
room
you
is
something
cool.
beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger everywhere. I'm scared. I don't want to be here. I'm scared. There's danger everywhere. What's this? Oh, you can't open that. And also by clicking or by pressing E, I do that. So it does stuff like that. Also, no buckets. I need to bring a bucket.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm good. I don't want to walk through the red door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I did not misunderstood.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Well, maybe if any of these signs were blue, I would walk through it, but they're not, so I want blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You
I do.
Want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
do.
Don't let me stop you.
I won't.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Well, if this was
Take a
blue
stab in the
instead of
dark at a new
orange,
design, and you can give me some feedback.
it better be blue.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Ooh, more orange. Do I want that one? Which one? I just woke up, Maximum Owners. Hello, Mero. Yay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Well, I don't know. There wasn't any blue. But I like the extra
Now,
choice.
This is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it. perhaps is the correct term.
Yeah.
It didn't cause you excruciating pain.
Yeah.
Big steps we've made here today, Stanley.
Just blue. Just give me some
Here,
blue.
Based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Blue?
And to be perfectly
He's added
candid,
blue.
I think I've knocked it out of the park.
He's added blue, guys.
Let's take a look.
Blue,
Looking
yeah.
at that competitive leaderboard,
Yo.
helps you feel motivated to keep walking through doors. Again, honest answers, please.
Yo. Yo. Blue. I got blue. I'm ranked last out of last. Okay. I love this. He added blue. Let me go back. Okay. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I am stuck. I am stuck. I'm stuck. What? How am I stuck? I'm legit. I can't get out. I'm stuck? Let me back in. I can see it. The white over. Alright, well.
All of his co-workers were
I
gone.
feel like that wasn't
What could it
supposed to
mean?
happen, so now I'm
Stanley
gonna
decided
go
to
through
to the meeting
again.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Try deleting system 32 or press Alt F4. Jokes on you, I know what Alt
When
F4
Stanley
does.
came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ray.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah, I broke your game by accident, so now I gotta go
Stanley was so
redo
bad
it.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
You did, you
I'm
crashed
not
my
sure
game. Well, you didn't crash it, but I broke
I
it.
realize
Someone
that
broke
investing
it.
Your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been... What? Really?
Thank you.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
Aha.
Blue.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating
Blue.
properly. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer
Very
textures.
cool.
Is this
We're
what you
almost back
wanted?
to where I
Was it
broke
worth
the
ruining
game.
the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley.
128.128.
Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
Why does that
Vehicles?
line is slightly more to
Skill
the right,
trees?
but over
Work
here
with
it
me.
isn't?
You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
It's weird.
Tell you what.
I don't like it. It's
Stab
offset.
at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'm
I'll
going to stop
choose
you there.
2.
Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
We're almost
Oh,
to
well,
where we
now
were.
This is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain. Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be
Thank you.
perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this
Did you
one.
add blue
Let's
to
take a
this
look.
version? Wow, blue. Okay, don't go through that fucking door. Skid, Nico Nacho, Hogarth. Hogarth from fucking Iron Giant. Fucking amazing. Thank you. I'm going left.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
It was blue, but it wasn't enough blue.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Wow.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Ugly ass
I
baby.
think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
You got
Be
it,
sure
buddy.
to keep notes on your experience.
That's a really annoying noise. Oh my god. Burn. Oh. Burn.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
That one was ugly.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
Blue.
I'm not even going to try.
Blue.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Nice. Oh.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Thuds.
Well, it seems obvious to me that
Nice
you are meant to
puffs.
play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Let me take the
that
jacket.
must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Okay, so I don't know much about Firewatch. Or what it's about. Or, like, the story of Firewatch. But I do know that the narrator is wrong and it's not about watching innocent people from up in your creep tower so that you can get a half chub. What is Firewatch actually about? Is it literally just watch for fire? You know? Is that it? Because I don't know what Firewatch is about.
No, it can't be.
The path.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Jonesy Lake.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close
I wanted to go to Jonesy Lake.
Off into that thing.
It's
that
a little
big,
complicated.
open, just wandering
Give me the
around,
Cliff
no
Notes
right or
version.
wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
Let me see if I can spy on innocent civilians in my creep tower.
I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Where
Preferably
them
something
innocent
with walls.
civilians at?
Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Ooh.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Interesting. I'm gonna go get lost.
So what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We
I
shall
love
run the
sports
bases
ball.
and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley.
Give me
here's the
some
ball.
sports
Have
ball, baby. Yes. Long story short, your wife gets dementia and you decide to take a break from her at this job while strange things happen around you. Cool. I've
Are you doing
played...
it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Dude, this is amazing.
Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
I'm so fast.
Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley,
Why do
I'm
I
a
feel
child in a
so much
confectionery
faster?
shop.
Am I actually faster?
simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
I somehow break every game I play. Did you not see me earlier? I already broke this game. I soft-locked myself. It was hilarious. I also managed to do that. Pretty much a lot of the games I've played, I've managed to do something
Are you enjoying
fucked.
it, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game?
Yes, I
Well,
love
sure
sports
hope
ball.
You're having a good time because guess what? It's over.
No!
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This
No.
is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much.
What's
But
down
no,
here?
You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who
I
knows...
do.
Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley,
Oh.
don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. We still have...
This is really cool, actually. Oh, I can fall more. Oh. Maximus Naminus, what's up? Ooh, broken walls. This looks cool. I have to say it. Depressing, dreary, and cold, but it looks cool. What's in here? What is that? Oh. What are you? You got a monkey from... Oh. Hello?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Well, thank you, narrator.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, you got it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I want to go back right? I want to go back right. I like the right endings.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I do
The lounge was sublime.
look at Leaf
a work of art.
and the ocean
What was it about this room that called so deeply
and the
so
hills,
personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle charm.
icy mountains.
Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You got it, buddy.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I'm alright. Where does this go?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
I do.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Oh, lemon.
From here, it's, left.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
You got it, friend. To the right.
No, not
Okay.
to the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
You got it, friend. I'll hold on.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Hell yeah. Run me over. Run me over. Wow.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Wow,
Quick,
is this
Stanley,
the
close your
office?
eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding?
427.
It's all rubbish now.
Right there.
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
Alright, I got it,
From
narrator
the
boy.
top.
Also, bye, Mero. Bye-bye.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, you got it, friend.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over completely.
I don't think
fresh.
there's supposed to be this
Everything
many
should
doors. I'm gonna be honest.
Change. Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you?
Yeah,
I
why
don't
are
know
you
where the
asking me?
story was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
We're gonna go this way. This way. This way. This, nope. This, no, yeah, this way, this way. This way, this way. This way. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. This way.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on.
Yeah, I
promise
agree.
you, there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Yeah, why? Just give it a shot. Now what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Try ABAB next. I can't.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Man, I really
Remembering
can't now.
is
Jesus
wrong.
Christ.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Good point. Let's go this way and see if we missed anything.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Sorry, fucking
No,
what?
wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Got it. So I went this way, and then, well, I definitely didn't go this
Now this-
fucking way.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
I did it.
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Does this mean I won?
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
I win.
You win!
I win! Hell yeah.
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate narrator.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
How dare
Some
you?
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I won fair and square.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
I don't know. I kind of like... Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
And if I choose to not follow the line... I'm going to choose to follow the line. I'm not going to choose to... I'm going to choose to not follow the line. How dare you? I'm offended that you think I could be controlled by a simple line.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay, maybe I have to leave it up to the line then. This way, and then this way, with this way, and then
The
this
line
way.
knows where the story
Then
is. It's over in this
wheel.
direction.
Wheel.
Onward, Stanley,
This
to
way.
destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination?
Over
even
here.
If there's no story there. Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is, in fact,
I can't walk on walls. I'm not fucking
one's subjective
Spider-Man.
Experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative
does that say?
experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird.
Where are all
back
these
there.
papers?
Well, I'd like to apologize.
What do you
Not
say?
sure
Hold
where I
on.
was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music.
The only
to
word I
lighten
could
the mood.
see is that taco, and that's it. Oh, hey. Oh, that's pretty cool. Under the desk. Okay, never mind. It's over here. Nothing. Wait a minute. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. I'd like to look in the budget analysis, please. Fucking what? What? Hey, wait a minute. 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 So guys, something is wrong. I'm going this way, I guess. This way, and then this way, and then this is the door we just came in. So if I go... This is... I don't like this. This is weird. It's gone now. Nice fern, bro.
Wait, cut the music.
Oh,
Go
what?
back and look at that fern.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
All right, cool.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Got it. So
You
there's
won't want to miss anything.
a plant back there, and then there are 4 big bitches, and then there are 2 bitches right here, small bitches right there, some more leafy boys right there, because it's their leaves. It's a fern. I think I've studied this close enough. Screenshot it. Good idea. All right, cool. All right, and
Wait,
then we
what?
go.
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Cool. We get to follow this thing again. Hooray.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Okay.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
Hell
Why
yeah.
don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
This way.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you
There's a lot
want
of
our
circles.
story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be,
No,
Stanley,
I'm going back.
I'm ready for it.
Oh, this is just the beginning. Interesting. Okay. We're gonna go this way, and this way, and this way, and then this way, and then this way, and then this way, this way, and then this way. Also, thank you very much, Dato, for the 1 membership. I appreciate it lots. This way, and then... Whoa.
No, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
Ah,
Just
yes.
Don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Screw you, line. This is my awesome... our awesome news story. You can't be part of it. Ha ha. Ooh.
Ah, a choice.
Left
We get to make a decision.
or right?
From here, the story is in our control.
Yes.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Yes.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
You got it.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny.
So the one on the right?
awaits.
Oh.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight
End up in the monitor room.
times?
Narrator restarts the game. Ah.
That's really how
Discover the 2
all
dorms
this
room
goes?
has many additional doors. Aimless wandering. Narrator restarts the game. The office is now a dead end. Turn around, find another dead end. End up in another building. Narrator restarts the game.
Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Adventure line, nonsense, philosophy, and
Mind
music.
goes
Return to the
blank
office.
simply because it's
Return
written
to the
here on
monitor
this-
room.
this thing.
Venture into unsparked
wall.
territory. Find the line again.
Well, who
Find the
consulted
confusing
me?
ending schedule. Narrator
I get to
restarts the game.
decide.
5th restart.
Maybe
Narrator
I
forgets
get a
about
say in
previous
all of this.
restarts.
Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I
Huh.
don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Yes.
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, wait for
I'm not
70
quite
years.
sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Alright, cool.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
I don't like that noise. And I also don't remember anything on that schedule, so... Hell yeah. Can I type more stuff in? I guess not.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Max is really trying to complete a game that takes 7 hours to speedrun. Actually, the speedrun for this game is a lot longer than 7 hours, and also... input received. Interesting. And turn that off. Delete whoever's work was just wasted, you know?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, it's time for me to really think about this. Really think about what I'm doing here. I could go to the left. Could. Or I could turn around and go to the right. Very nice. This way. I've foiled the narrator's plans.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh, hey.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Interesting. Quarterly pie chart profits. I can't read that. Synergize core values expenditures. Shift to make global paradise. Monetize free to play. Ah. What do you say? Help, I'm a post-it. Help, I'm trapped in a post-it note. Everyone is unique. You most of all. No, I'm not. What things do people want? Money, more money. Number of slides on the slide. Slides, charts, and slides. Hell yeah. Actually, it's 34 minutes for any percent and 3 hours for all endings. I can guarantee it's more than 3 hours for all endings. Because there's an ending with the fucking baby where you go and you play the baby game for like 7 hours. Please, no more charts, I'm begging. On your boss appreciation worksheet, minute worksheet, I did not say that right, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate and return to your boss appreciation specialist. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee, like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict, unless you're the kind of person... Okay. What are your dreams in the future? Nature, success, lunch, comatose, less air, spring break, clear skin, hope, pollution, a boat. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less, do unbelievably amazing work all the time every day with no expectation of getting promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Cool, thanks. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up, take it passively aggressively. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Hell yeah. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header. And throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Hell yeah. And this is the start of the next one. A lot of percent spared between the teenagers. Throw something in the ideas bin. No more bins, trash cans, renaming on the ideas. Firing of me. Ideas bin. Interesting. Characters need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Hell yeah. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap. Fucking hilarious. Why quarterly post review? Hell yeah. Ooh. Thank you.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I'm gonna sit here for a moment because I love this broom closet. I love the broom closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
It's a nice
No
broom
reason to
closet,
still
though.
be here.
Look at that wrench on the bottom left. Those are pretty cool broom closet. Also, those kinds of brooms on the right, those ones suck.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I'm just imagining what it'd be like to sweep with that broom, because those kinds of brooms suck, like I was saying. I don't know how you could ever sweep with those.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
It's because you keep talking. Maybe if you shut your bitch ass up, you know.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
It's of significance to
I never would have
me.
thought to mention it.
Baby Speedrun has only one submission that's 7 hours, 26 minutes long. Yeah.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
It is.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
They will. They will.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
You're hurting my feelings, bro. You really have to say that to me?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Holy shit, there's a dead guy here. You think he's fallen prey to any one of our physical... What the fuck did he say? Formalities or whatever the fuck. I'm player 2.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I
Yes.
guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
What was he doing inside this broom closet?
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Nah, I'm gonna go. Nah, I'm gonna go back in. I love the broom. Can I pick this up? No, no, no. Alright, I'm done with that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
He then walked into the bathroom and shit in the toilet. Oh, I made a fart noise with my mouth, but apparently it looks like it didn't come through shit. Business strategy, and it's just holding a gun to a panda's head. I wonder what's in here. I'm going up, I guess. Boop. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 do, do, do. Wow, 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 wow. Dun, 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 wow, 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 wow. 1, 2, 1, boom. Boom. Do, 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 ba, da, ba, da, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Chicka, chicka, wow, 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 wow. Alright, I'm done. Chad, if you're wondering why I'm not going to stay in there for longer, it's because this elevator is here as a troll to players who like to see everything. This will just infinitely loop, and it's hilarious, but I don't want to be in there for more than that amount of time. There's nothing here. You can Google it yourself, but I know that there's nothing there, and also, it's a nice-looking tie.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began
What could it
wildly tearing through
mean?
papers on
Oh
the
my
boss's
God.
desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned
I gotta
it an
guess the
extra
code
secret
eventually.
PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I could not have possibly known that the code is 2845, guys. Gotta randomly
Stanley
guess.
just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh shit. I messed that up. Hold on. This is 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
Alright, 9,992 more combinations to go. 9,991. 9,990.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Wow, it's amazing. Can I fall? No. I cannot fall. Alright, let's go down. Whee! I don't want to be here. I want to go back up. I don't want to be here.
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a
Well, you
great
don't know it's the
question. I
boss's
just can't
office.
wait
It
to
could have
find
changed. You don't know it's the boss's office. You don't know. I don't know that. Oh shit, it's the boss's office.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Maybe if I go back down, maybe it'll change.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I mean, it was the only option, so, you know, no need to suck my dick too hard.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to do that, bro. Going back up.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Oh my god. Or maybe it's the boss's office. Holy shit. Oh my god. Guys, I don't know. Is this gonna be the boss's office? Guys, I think.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
God, we really need to, like... Thank you for giving me a timeout. I also need to really... Oh my god, I need to process this. It's...
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm not ready.
Prepare to embrace this stunning revelation.
I'm not.
And move forward with...
I just can't.
No, wait.
Yes, thank you.
No, I need more time to process.
So do I. Okay, I think I'm done processing. Whenever you're ready, narrator. Whenever you're ready.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
I did not mean to do that. I meant to press the 4. You know, maybe if we go back down, I don't think it'll... You know, it's gotta change, right?
Of
It
course.
can't be
Going
a spooky
back down
corridor
the
again.
elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Thank you. I really am a genius. Keep sucking harder, please. Okay, is it gonna be... wait a minute.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't want to do that. Listen, I gotta go back up. The narrator is not gonna see this one coming. Look, I'm gonna give him a second to process the fact that I might. And now I'm gonna press it. And now, watch this. It's about to go. When we're going up, and guess what? It's gonna be... You know, is it gonna be the boss's office?
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
We have
but
just
the
zero.
Suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
You know what could possibly be at the
There
top?
we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you.
Really?
Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh good, we're here.
Guys, I don't think this is the boss's office. I'm scared. No, let me back down. Let me back down. Let me back. Okay.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
I'm fucking terrified.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
What does that say? Stanley from the Stanley Parable. The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable. What are you? The storyteller Stanley reveals all in his new book. Wow. The world's first sentient machine. Okay. A conversation with Alexander the Great. Doing great. That's funny.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about
Almonds,
the nature
chair,
of
gum,
surprise
table,
in
nut bar.
storytelling, and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Okay. Okay, so we gotta practice our speech. Okay, so it's unpredictability and storytelling, right? Right? So, gotta be unpredictable. Gotta be unpredictable. Oh, I can't walk off stage. Fuck. I can't just walk into the audience. Hey, let me just, damn it, I didn't even get to scream into the mic at the top of my lungs like I wanted to. That was really gonna show him what was predictable and what wasn't. Fuck.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Huh. Interesting. Stanley has a girlfriend. Not realistic. 0 out of 10.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I mean, I could enter the door on the left. I could enter the door on the right. Eh.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Cool. What if I don't
Coming
want
to
to?
a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, I'm alright. Actually, I'm alright. Actually, hold on. Sure.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
I
He
just can't do
considered
it.
the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
Impossible.
His
People just
boss
can't
would think he was
vanish.
crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the
I imagine myself eating chips.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Pretty.
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming
About a voice describing me thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
And
Wow.
while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
It's not?
How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Yeah, I
How else
floated
would the
and made
voice
magical
explain all
stars.
that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
It's a ladder. Oh, hey. This is...
Stanley began screaming.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
And everything went black.
Poof. Wow, look at that.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Turned and ran because she just fucking murdered Stanley. She stabbed him in the stomach. He didn't collapse dead, he was brutally stabbed. What does this say? I hate Mondays. Can I get under the desk? Nope. Partition core? Oh.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
You're welcome, honey. Wait a minute, what does this say? I like my work. I just hate my boss. That's a good cup. I like that. Where's the thing that says awaiting input? Normally there's the thing that says awaiting input, and I had some of the inputs, but I don't have any of the inputs anymore. Interesting. Real fast. Show reticle? Oh. Interesting. Whatever. I'm going over here now. What are you? Someone playing Snake on that? Max, make your merch? No. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Alright, I get to have to shut up again so I can let the people speak. Say as I coughed twice into the mic.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
I did not know that.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
How heavy are those?
Reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I wonder what's on the other side of this elevator. Is it the boss's office? Can we fucking go?
Is it broken? What's going on here?
Yeah, is it broken?
Should we be moving somewhere or...
Oh.
There we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Hell yeah.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
How many do I have? How close do I have to be? Can I be like... Watch this, I'm gonna jump out. Ugh. Fuck. I want to land on the bench. Oh, hold on. Okay. Hold on, wait, I got it. Hold on, wait, I really got it. Okay, I don't think I can make it. Wait, maybe I can. Alright, I have 30, and I'm not gonna use all of them, because Lemon tells me to. Because I don't want to.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it?
Oh, I can't go back.
You've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game
Let me onto the
developers
chair.
with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other
Very
than
nice.
to make an easy dollar. And don't
I'm
get
on
me
the chair.
started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance
it
department signed
actually?
off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Achievements.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation
Look at
around the
door
new content, I'm afraid.
4305
It could
times.
never
Oh.
have lived up to such expectations.
Test achievement, please
If you're still
ignore.
with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and
Play
me
the Stanley
having a good
Parable
time
for the
together
entire
like
duration
always.
of a Tuesday?
What do you say, friend?
Why the fuck would you play the... Okay.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
I can show you the world. I'm alright, I'll keep going.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Nah, I'm alright. I'll keep going. Do it, but nah, I'm alright. Let me into the new content. I need to see the jump circle. Give me the jump circle. Okay, I can't get to the jump circle.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We'll go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah, I'm alright.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm gonna jump from this cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. What happens if I just...
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below.
I mean,
You
it's...
know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
Let me onto this chair. And then I'll glitch over.
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know.
Well, the Stanley you know is a
Do
gigantic
it.
fucking pussy.
Do it.
Hold on. First, I want to see if I can actually make it onto this chair. Because if so, then I... get over the fence. And then with the getting over the fence, I can go over there. And I don't know what's over there, but it looks cool. Okay, never mind. Penalty from jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Better lose $5,000.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Ah, shit. Yeet.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
No.
Oh. You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Now I'll go into the vent now. I'll go into the vent. I skipped it last time. What's over here?
Never mind. You're not a dork.
How dare you? I know I'm a dork. You can't lie to me. This motherfucker. I can't believe it. He tells me I'm not a dork. I really want to see what's in the vent. What does this say? Oh, that's the Mondays one. That's right. You fucking bastard. I'm going to the vent.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What does that say? It's just coffee nut. Oh, I can't stand up here. Damn. No, I'm alright. I'm alright. I don't want to jump down. How dare you?
Oh. You don't want to see the cool surprise
I'm going back. Don't worry. I'm going back.
Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
Don't worry. I'm going back. Ooh.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe
Right.
content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
I'd be very concerned, because this looks like an Elden Ring boss portal thing. Is music about to start playing when I walk through this?
I call it the Memory Zone.
Oh my god, the memory
It's
zone
where
is gonna
I've been
kill me.
storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Wow, what's over here? This actually looks really nice.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory
It's a
Zone
zone,
remind you
sweet
of how
zone.
wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Very nice. What does that say? Oh, that's that cup. Interesting. What do you say? Coffee Nut 1951. I hate Mondays. Ew, what are you? Awarded to the Stanley Parable. Audience Award. The Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable Collector's Edition. Interesting. Wow, $1 whole. Why is this perspective warp so off? Like, you could tell there's much more corner in that corner than there is in that corner. A trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. Interesting. The Stanley Parable demonstration. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. New video game releasing GTA. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Can't read any of that. Murder goes from scandal to new crisis. Hollywood show uneven effort to enroll poor. Costs hinder new tech to achieve diversity. 50% off designer hat. But a small creature owns the other half. Oh. What do you say? Late edition. I can't read that. Mr. SpongeBob, me boy, this be me first dollar. Is that an actual quote from the show? Does he show SpongeBob his first dollar? Wow, I was gonna say I could sit on the bench and look out, but I guess not.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now,
Wow.
it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Wow. Well, I like elevator content, so. What's down here? Oh. What are you? Knowing your city, and then that's just a blank page. SpongeBob and Patrick had to clean Mr. Krabs' house and his first dollar was there, but they ruined it or something? Oh. The end is never the end. For Scott K, which is the Mustang. I don't know who Scott K is. Collector's edition. Smiley face button.
Here's another moving passage, this time from
Repeat carpet
GameSpot.com.
textures.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of
Bright
choice
red
in
meeting
games,
boring.
and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Huh. There's just a bike here. Oh. It's a picture of a bike. Let me through. The serious room. Oh, the serious room. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, if you cheat in this game, which I don't know how you cheat, but if you cheat, the narrator takes you to the serious room. And in the serious room, he talks about how you shouldn't cheat. And it's funny. The greatest wealth is
These
memory.
were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Probably
Surely these
socks.
reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I bet there are a lot of socks down here. It was a good review right here.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
Would have been really
I suppose
funny
I
if
could
it
write up
crushed
a
me.
handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such
To
a
make up.
densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
A truck. Right, that's the mail truck in the room where he goes insane. It's like the insanity ending, I guess is what I should call it. The one we just got. Hey, another good review.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Max is ignoring me. He
I
hates
feel
me for real.
like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I'm not ignoring you, but there isn't really a lot to do. And also, you're right. I should join the... I'm in here, I'm streaming, but I'm gonna deafen and mute. But no, I don't hate you.
What's this one got to say? You constantly
I ignore
stop
everybody
doing
to some
anything
extent.
so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
You do anything for the customer? Will you add more? Well, no, I was gonna say, will you add more blue? But there's blue right there. He really will do anything. He added the blue.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered.
Not gonna skip it.
No more listening to me rambling on and on.
I'm gonna
and
keep
on.
listening.
No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
I don't want
Well,
silence.
don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up.
I'm all right.
Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards,
I'm not gonna skip this.
therefore becomes impossible to
I'm gonna wait
manufacture.
until he shuts
It went
up.
on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you. And
Oh, that's the end of that.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long,
Oh, yeah.
rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
I'm gonna keep listening.
Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
No.
Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
No.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
I'm all right.
So my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Interesting.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making
Erecting.
every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once.
that you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are
Interesting.
both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by
Interesting.
virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it.
I think so
But
too.
wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone?
Yeah,
It
but
has a
treatise
mouthfeel
sounds better.
That is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look. I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently.
Really?
I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me
Sounds
from
like a-
disaster in countless situations.
Sounds like an amazing
All right,
strategy.
Here we go. Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise.
Shut up. Just skip that.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
Wow.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how
Oh my
Steam
God.
works. Perhaps that would have
Stop
been a smart thing
messaging
to
me.
check on before I went about this whole
Stop.
exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is on Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
Oh, is that the end of that?
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has
my
been
God,
skipping
fuck
for
off.
is becoming longer and longer. That last one was...
Oh my
well,
God.
I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's... Well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button...
No, I'm gonna skip you again, bitch.
Stanley! Stanley!
Yes?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Okay, I got you.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've
How'd you-
looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door.
I'm gonna keep checking.
There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
There's gotta be a door
I
here
have
somewhere.
no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it.
Why?
And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't
Same.
ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on
I'm not gonna
every
press the
tiny
button.
negative thing that
I want
anyone
to
ever
see
says
every
about
single
me.
thing of
The
text
merest
this man has
mention
to
of
say.
one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this? And here I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I have the power to prevent it all from happening, if only I'd held my tongue. It's all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone. Surely you will. I don't doubt it. Surely you'll press that button again, leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship.
I don't know, man. I'm sitting here
Surely you'll
moving
not be
left and
moved
right.
by my howls of fitful anxiety that you sit with me and just stay here. Only
I am sitting and I am staying.
You'll be leaving me again. Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine.
Oh wait, I think this is
have
restarting
no
already.
idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative
It's not.
thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter.
That was
and
crazy
change
once.
and
They
break
locked me in a
anything
room, and they
unbroken,
fill it with
if
rats,
only
and rats
it
made me crazy,
pleases
crazy.
this one person
I was a
who
rats
made
once. They locked me in a
single
crazy rubber, and the rubber and the rats are crazy.
serve. For whose benefit is this? And here I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing
Okay.
that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck.
That's the end of that.
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
His
You're
light's
back.
broken.
Oh my goodness, I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time.
My cat came
just
back home.
sitting
She
here.
just randomly
Just
came back
one
home. Let's
person
go.
to speak.
Congratulations,
And you think
cheese.
that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
Interesting.
Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it,
Interesting.
Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart.
This guy's a lot of
to think
dialogue.
returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Hell yeah. Alright, he's welcomed it, so now he should be good when I come back.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had
Oh
time
my
to
God,
think about
Lyman.
you and about us
Fuck
and about everything
off.
we've been
Jesus
through.
Christ.
I had so much time. I stopped keeping track.
Hold
after a
on.
year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself.
Max, I should say be out and doxed all of your all
collective
Steam
heart.
names. That's
It
fine.
was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust.
I love how they're spamming me so much that the notification noise just went away. Oh, never mind. There it is.
God,
maybe I should shut my mouth.
Know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment, and I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each
Just
of
see
them
a
was
message that
simply
says, when I was a
strand
child,
in
I
the web
yearned
of
for the
my being.
mines.
It was incredible. The
Oh my
spaciousness,
God.
the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then, this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well. Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
Alright, time to skip. Alright, cool. There's nothing here.
But they They didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the
Spamming
jokes? Where are the
Linus
jokes? They bemoaned, they
sextips.
screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there
Oh my
forever
god,
and ever.
how do I
We
turn
want
off the
all of this
fucking
in the new
notification
Stanley Parable.
noise?
We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most
Remove
immediate
his friend,
desires,
block all
every single thing
communication.
demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no
Settings.
reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back.
I can't
with
find the
unyielding
fucking mute
aggression.
button.
And so because of this,
Why?
we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pity.
Alright, shut up. I'm here.
He's full
Jesus.
on puffing.
Jesus fucking
Yeah!
Christ. Jesus fucking
did it!
Christ.
It just took 30 minutes of spamming.
Jesus.
And Beto left 10 seconds before you undeafened.
Jesus Christ.
That is probably the most I've committed to doing something. While the
Jesus
just scrolling.
Christ. What do you want?
I don't know.
Hey, do me a favor in about 10 seconds. Open one. I'm going to send you on Steam on stream.
No, I'm alright.
Trust me, it's actually pretty good. Read it.
alright.
It's actually funny. It's actually funny.
No, I'm alright. I'm good. Oh my god. I'm gonna Google how to mute the fucking Steam notifications.
Oh, I should not be laughing this loud. I was honestly expecting to be doing it for like an hour or two
I don't have that much patience.
before you did anything. I'm honestly... I expected you to either to undeafen within the first like 5 minutes and then deafen again and then ignore us, or for it to take an extremely long amount of time.
No bitches disorder.
No, you gotta read
What
the whole
the hell?
fucking paragraph.
Alright,
You
fine.
gotta read the whole fucking
Max, the
paragraph.
reason you are short and bald and due to a... what the fuck is that word? Phenomenon?
Phenomenon, I fucked it up.
That's a phenomenon. Due to a phenomenon called no bitches disorder. Now, don't be alarmed. 1 in 1 maxes have this disorder. Now, step 1, shave your 2 chest hairs. You look like an inbred zebra. Step 2, fix your bow tie. This will make you look nicer and more advanced than you really are. Step 3, stop humping the femboy body pillow. Good luck. Okay, cool. Now, how the fuck do I mute?
Oh, so
You
you gotta
don't.
go. No, you can. If I tell you,
No.
you promise you will read my funny ones every now and again, though. You promise?
No! You can't silence me.
Too bad.
No,
You've been silenced, although I
Michael,
can still
you can't
see.
leave me here.
Also, did you know those little like trays that pop up that show what the thing are called toasts? Steam calls
Oh,
them a
yeah.
toast.
Hey, so
I know
top
that
right,
because of
Max, there's a
Minecraft.
view notifications tab. If you view all, right? You go to your settings.
Yeah, fuck, I'm not gonna listen to your dumb ass. Oh. He's dead. What's behind here? Nothing. Why is it all, like, cut off by a fence?
The end is never the end, 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 is never.
I think we got a leak. Well, that's fucking horrifying. It's actually kind of cool. Wow, grass. I'm allergic though, so. I'm allergic. Oh. No. No, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm good. Hmm. Interesting. I guess everybody's fucking dead. Hmm. Oh. Oh. Hmm.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Huh. The new content. Nah, I'm alright.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Nah, I'm alright.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nah, I'm alright.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah, I'm alright.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Nah, I'm alright.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Alright. Alright. Alright, so here's the deal. I'm tired. Well, I'm not tired. But I am kind of tired. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stream this game another time. And also, I don't have a manager. So, you know, a manager. MAN-A/G-R. Manager. Manager. Alright. You're tired of our bullshit, you mean? No. No. Generally, I'm just tired. I thought I could get through this game a little bit faster. I was not expecting to stream this for 2 hours. But next time, we explore the new content. The new content. So goodbye for now. You are now playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. No, I'm fucking